welcome back once again. It's another Audiobook Blast. I'm Neil Gardner. We know who he is, and you're back in the booth here at Ladbroke Audio, and I hope you're well, and I hope you've joined the ACA. That's the Audiobook Creators Alliance, who we make these Audiobook Blasts in association with. If you are on the creative side of the audiobook industry here in the UK, then join up with the ACA and help us raise all our voices up together. Now, today's topic is about alternatives for scripts reading applications, devices and things. I wanted to show you something. So most people will now obviously work off of a tablet. For the majority of people, it's going to be an iPad. And for a lot of people now, it's the new iPad Pros because you have the pencil, which I forgot to bring in with me today. But we all know what the pencil is. And that means you can mark up and make notes and highlight and all that wonderful, fabulous stuff using a program like iAnnotate. Other programs are available, but lots of people like iAnnotate, and I can see why. You can also use similar tools on, say, a Samsung Galaxy Tab, which also has pen to mark up on, and there's some other ones out there. But I've come across a new one, and this is particularly going to be of interest, I think, to people who struggle with iPads with the luminosity, with all the lumens coming out and into their eyes. Now, I have shown you in a previous video how to invert the colours, which is very helpful, and now a lot of people do that. So instead of having black text on white and having all that white glaring light in your eyes, it's the opposite way round, so your eyes can focus in on the text and there's only black behind it. Very handy. It does mean you have to get used to inverted markup colours as well, but, you know, very handy. But I've been introduced recently by a wonderful narrator who popped by to another sort of device you can use. Now, it's a little cheaper than an iPad Pro, but still quite expensive, up in the sort of £300 to £500 range. But it's worth looking at if you have issues with glowing tablets, but you do want to move away from paper scripts. So I'm going to show it to you. I've actually put it alongside my iPad Pro here in the studio. So let's turn this around and have a look. So here we have the iPad Pro, 12.9 inches, and you see very, very small text on this. This is a very difficult book we've done recently with very, very tiny text. So I shall come in a little bit and show it to you. But there it is, and that's all nicely marked up by the narrator. And so we all know those, and you can get smaller sized ones now if you want more portability, but they're very light now. But coming over here, let's have a look here. And hopefully you can see, if I get the camera in the right place, this is the Onyx Books, Boox, about 10 inches, I think it is. And it uses e-ink, so it's very similar to what you've seen with a Kindle, and also recently a few other tablets, e-ink tablets that allow you to actually use a pen. And so this is exactly the same page. You can see the markups. Now, it doesn't quite work as well because the markups were coloured. So if we go back over there, you can see the colour of them. And over here, it does show them, but because it's such a small text, you can't tell what colour is what. But it does, you know, it works. But you do have this pen, and the pen is very handy. You can mark up using the Onyx Book, and it's actually quite thin and light. Here we are, I can show it to you, and it comes with the pen. There's a few different sizes and a few different models with different capabilities, but basically you can mark up depending on what app you open your PDF document in. But there it is, a very interesting device and well worth looking at if you do struggle particularly with the brightness of iPad screens. The Onyx Books series is well worth looking up. They're made in Germany. You can go online and buy them, and they turn up within a couple of days. And with a normal sized script, not like this one with the tiny text, you can really, it's very handy, it's very useful. You don't get any eye strain from it. You can mark up the script on there, or maybe you want to mark it up on an iPad or a computer somewhere and then import across using, say, Dropbox, for instance, which will be another video soon talking about using Dropbox and other ways of sharing your documents. But you can use this. You can then open the document in, say, Squid, which is a very good alternative to iAnnotate. That will allow you to mark it up, and then you can either just go back and read it from Squid, or there's a couple of other apps that you can use, just PDF reader apps, which give you an easier way of going through the script. The only downside I found to it is that you can't get that smooth scrolling action that you get with an iPad. So for example, if we go back here, we can see that we get towards the bottom of the page and we can ever so slowly scan that up, just scroll it up and then move up when we're ready. With these e-ink devices, because the way e-ink has to basically rebuild each page, the way you go forward and back is by doing a page jump. I'll see if I can show you that. It's, I can't remember how I've got this set up at the moment, so there we are, just a page jump. So if we go back to there and then we jump a page, we can go forward and backwards with it, and so we can just tap and it jumps forward very fast. So it's pretty easy, user-friendly. It's a little bit more like paper, therefore you might need to go to the top of the next page and write in the last few words, but otherwise you can just jump through, and it's a very fast refresh. So for example, if we have a look down here, we'll have a go at it. Let's see if we can do it. I'll just take my glasses down for a second because I'm a bit too close for them. So let's have a go. We'll give you time to get some proper rest and the horses can get some exercise. There you go, it's doable. A little bit of practice, but you can do it. So there you go. That's an option for those of you who want to go to tablets but really find the iPads and Samsung tablets and other tablets are available a little bit too bright on your eyes or too hard to read. E-ink screens are very easy to read. As you've ever used a Kindle, you'll know what they're like. So there you go. Hope that's been helpful. It's been another Audiobook Blast, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.